Welcome to the control room. It's Kai.
And Kyra.
And we're recording this right now in February, the tail end of February, and there is nothing more going into springtime that I can think of than Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, I can.
Really?
Yeah.
What could we play that is springtime? Look at how happy and charming this is. There's green for St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, if you wanted to play a Mario-related game that would have to have more color and springiness, you could always do the Super Mario Sunshine.
That's more of a summertime kind of game. But look, see, he's getting his beach house, even though there's no beach.
So that it's just a house.
Yeah. You won a mansion in a contest, and there's all the crows. Why don't you tell everyone about your crow jokes?
They wouldn't get it.
Okay.
It's just something between former coworkers. We all, for some reason, started calling each other crows. I don't really know how it began, but we're all crowing.
Crocaine and crocaine accessories, right?
Yeah, we changed any word we could into crow. So we were crowing to lunch.
Anyway, I'm in the foyer, or the foyer, of a mansion that I won in a contest I never entered.
Well, clearly you did, because you can't win something unless you enter it. You can't win the lottery unless you play.
Just pressing A lets you do all kinds of things, and let's try and open this door. Yeah! What was that?
2 minutes in, this game is boring.
Thanks. You know, do you not appreciate a little thing called atmosphere?
I mean, I don't even know what we're doing right now.
Luigi? Okay, so the story officially is Luigi wins a mansion in a contest he never really entered, and he's telling Mario, hey, I want to meet with you to celebrate. And he's trying to find Mario, but Mario's nowhere to be found.
He was swallowed up by the hobgoblin.
Was it the big bog monster? No, it was a hobgoblin. And if I press B, ooh, it's spooky.
And he's cold. You're killing him.
Yeah, well, now I've got to open the door. I've got a key.
Oh, he's so scared.
Well, Luigi is more timid in the later games.
I'm just not really a fan of Luigi.
I love him.
Yet, whenever we play games, you never play as him.
Oh! Guess who it is! What?
Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
Ghost Snapper!
Apparently now you call Luigi. Or this old lady.
That is a fella, but okay.
Well, it looked like an old lady to me.
I can't presume on the gender.
See, it looks like an old lady to me.
It looks like he has those standard 90s anime glasses.
The one with the swirly eyes.
Yeah, he's Professor E. Gad.
So bad.
Hey, this was the launch title for the GameCube.
You the first game that launched the GameCube?
Yes, and it was a huge hit.
I thought it was like the Zelda stuff. I don't remember.
Nope, for the GameCube it was this, Rogue Squadron 2, there would be Ghostesses, and Smash Bros. Didn't come out for like 2 more months, I think.
I don't know. I got the GameCube for Christmas, and it came with that Zelda game that had like a bunch of Zelda games on it, and then the short Wind Waker preview.
Oh, the disc! Yeah, I got that. You know, when we pre-ordered Wind Waker, we'll have to play that at some point.
I really want to play Ocarina of Time.
It is a great game.
I've never beat it.
I've beaten it so many times.
That's why you don't want to play it.
Well, you can play it. I'm scared of the spiders.
I'm like so bad at that game, so you have to help me.
Okay,
we get it. Standard, sidestep. Yeah, figure it out.
I'm having fun.
We don't want to watch you going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Do we, people? Comment down below.
But what if they like me? See, look, I know how to do. I know how to use my Poltergust 3000.
I hate when, like, you've played the game before and it's still like, hey, tutorials. Like, can we just skip all the tutorials?
Well, I don't have memory card data on here from, like, years back.
Well, yeah, I know, but still, even when, like, you do, it's like, guess what? Tutorials. And it's like, do I really have to? I played this game like
Yeah, that's why you just
times.
shepherd us through Tales of Symphonia, like... Zoinks!
Yeah, I don't even remember if Tales of Symphonia actually had, like, a trial. Like, I think it was just kind of like, go. Figure it out as you go along. I mean, like, in the very beginning, when you fight those first couple of monsters that come into the village, it teaches you a little bit. I mean, as you go, there's, like, tutorial stuff, but it's not, like, a whole hour of, like, first you're learning how to suck up these monsters into your vacuum.
Well, it's a very short tutorial.
And honestly, even when I play a game that I've never played before, I'm just like, I don't want to play a tutorial. Like,
there we go.
Sometimes I'm the person who doesn't want to, like, read the manual. If I have to, I just can't figure something out, I will. But most of the time, I'm just like, yeah. Or I might, like, thumb through it to get the basics and then figure it out from there. Yeah, I think that's more of, like, who I am. I'll, like, thumb through the manual real quick, just kind of, like, reading over the basics, and then I'm like, I'll figure everything else out by myself.
And look at me, I see. Well, you know, sometimes I think that's happening with a lot of games nowadays. There's a lot of tutorials and tutorials for the tutorials. So you're someone who just wants to get into it more intuitively.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't care about these tutorials. I'll figure it out as I figure it out.
Yeah. Well, this is the gallery, so as we capture more ghosts, we get to see their pictures. Or their pictures, as Bob Ross would say.
No picture there.
And this is my Game Boy Horror.
Wow.
If I use the A button, I can see what Luigi's talking about.
So this is the launch for GameCube.
It was the launch for the GameCube. And there's nothing to look at. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go back to the lab so I can start hunting ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played these games before. I've played a little bit of, like, Super Mario Sunshine.
What do you think of it?
I thought it was okay.
Check this out. And if you ever search a mirror, it'll warp you back right here to the foyer. What's the proper way to say it? I call it the foyer.
I think it's a foyer.
Whatever.
Comment down below. Let us know.
What's up, little fella?
Now there's toads in here.
Yeah. Oh, what did the princess have to do with anything?
First the princess is in another castle, and now Mario's lost in a mansion. They have such a toxic relationship.
It's not even really a relationship. And since I made Toad feel better, he lights up areas to get rid of ghosties.
Well, what's the point of that? You want to get the ghosts.
I know, but in the foyer there are no ghosts. But you also have to get treasure. And you can do that a multitude of ways.
I mean, who would take a mansion when they won a contest and they didn't even enter the contest? I mean, isn't that just a little suspect to you? I mean, if you got something in the mail tomorrow from, like, Publishers Clearinghouse saying that you won a mansion, I mean...
See, that's just a sale. But, you know, plot's got a plot.
Well, no, I'm being serious. Like, you won a mansion, and it's, you know, down on the beach.
I gotta blow off the purple candles?
I mean, what would you do? Answer my questions. Stop ignoring me.
I would probably ignore it because I know that it's a scamola.
Well, I mean that and, the hurricane insurance out on the beach.
Hurricane came, tore everything apart. We had to rebuild. How often do you rebuild?
Every year. Yeah, sounds about right. Don't move to the beach, people. Just don't do it.
It's fun to visit, but... Oh!
Yeah, the beach is fun to visit, but then when you live here, you have to worry about hurricanes for like 6 months out of the year. And then eventually when you live here long enough, the beach just isn't enjoyable anymore. It's just like sand, water, and tourists.
You're just like, there's gotta be something else to do.
I mean that's exactly right. There's gotta be something else to do, because, sand, water, and seashells can only get you so far. It's fun when you're a kid, going to the beach every day, but then when you're an adult...
There's a coin. Yeah.
When you're an adult, you're like, I don't want to go to the beach. There's too much sand. And it gets everywhere. It's going to get all over my car. Then I'm going to have the hardest time getting all the sand out of my car.
You and Anakin Skywalker would get along. Look at my little man.
And then the water. Do you know what people do in that water? Do you know what's been in that water? It's disgusting.
Oil?
Exactly.
Okay, so I can skip that. Oh, shit.
I mean, the seashells are fun. You can make things out of seashells, but most people don't. I mean, I've had friends who have, made me stuff out of seashells, and I still have it. It's amazing.
Oh.
One of my friend's stepmoms, she once found this piece of driftwood, and then she got a bunch of seashells from one summer where I hung out with her and her family a lot, and we went to the beach, almost every day. And we would collect seashells, and then she took the driftwood and wrote out my name in seashells, and,
Oh, no! Oh, he hit me right in the back! He made me lose treasure.
Anyway, and I still have it. It hung in my college dorm room every year. I don't know where it is at the moment, but I still have it somewhere. I need to hang it back up because it was really cool. And it was a really, really special birthday present that was made. It's like the best kind of things are made.
Exactly. And they're either written or they're made. One of my favorite gifts that I ever got, coincidentally, if we're talking about springtime, for Easter, was my mom made me and my cousin BJ homemade. She loved doing crafts.
Still loves doing crafts.
Oh, yes, she does. Homemade Kirby dolls out of felt.
That's awesome.
Yes, and I have white gloves. And he'll just talk about anything.
I've seen people online making different, felt crafts. I've seen people, recreate the, what are they called?
If you catch one of those blue ghosts, they're rare, but you can get a shoot ton.
What does Frond call his dolls? Repressed Memory Emily?
Don't throw repressed memory Emily.
She won't remember it anyway. But I've seen people recreating those and making them out of felt, and making the Bob's Burgers characters. And,
come on.
And it's really impressive what people can do with the simplest, cheapest things.
Yeah, I've seen some cool Super Mario RPG fan-made dolls, they have Boshi, the blue Yoshi. Oh no, he's throwing bananas at me.
I think, was it last year for our anniversary, I made Kai some perler bead Pokemon badges.
I still got them on the desk right here.
It's the Kanto badges. And because his mom had got us a bunch of perler beads, me more than him. And
damn!
During quarantine, I didn't have much to do. Just along with everybody else, because we were all working from home, and my job is kind of hard to do from home, so I had a lot of free time on my hands. Because, the lady I work with, she's like, "Yeah, I'll work for an hour, and you're good. Don't worry about the rest of the day. Have fun, take a nap," which I did. And then I was like, "Well, let's perler beads," and so I started looking up different perler bead patterns, and then I decided just to try my own to figure out how to do a Pokeball. It didn't come out that great. because I didn't use the pattern, and I was just kind of goofing off, just kind of trying to learn. But from then, I used the patterns, and I made the first couple of badges. The first 2 I made didn't come out that great, but I was still learning, because there's a lot with, I use the mini perler beads, and so they're so hard to move, and they can get messed up very easily, and you have to use like a freaking tweezer to move them.
You gotta make sure everything melts on just right.
Yeah, and then once you get the pattern down,
big old globby foot.
Then you use parchment paper. Ooh. Parchment paper is what I used. I had to go out to the store and buy parchment paper. One of the times we went to the store, which we tried not to go to the store too much because of COVID.
Carmelita.
We're
gonna get demonetized.
No, we're not. Just saying it one time isn't gonna.
It's like Voldemort.
If they actually listen to what we're talking about, we're not talking about the actual thing. It was something that happened during the thing.
I know.
Anyway, during Carmelita, but gotta eat. So one of the times we went to the store, I got the parchment paper. And then I started, experimenting, trying to figure out, like, how long do you have to melt these things. And the first couple I melted too long. And then I tried another one and I didn't melt it long enough. So I had to remelt it. And then it got messed up when I tried to remelt it. It was just bad. But eventually I figured out, like, what's the best way to do it. And I'm actually, like, super proud of the ones I made for Kai. I can see them right now. They look pretty great.
Oh, yeah.
And at our local con, that was supposed to be this weekend right now. That has moved to May, if we still go, which I at least plan on going one day. Our good friend, my good friend, who follows me on Instagram.
Yeah, your good friend.
Johnny Young Bosch. I am going to make him a Boulder Badge one, because he plays Brock in
See, now I already called that.
Yeah, it was funny, because,
I'll tell that story.
Okay.
When Pokemon Origins was first coming out, I watched the Japanese dub, and if you're very quiet, check this out. I can look for cheese. But what happened is I watched the Japanese dub, but then I'm like, okay, where's the English dub? When's it going to come out? And I'm like, okay, who are all the voice actors? And it turns out, as a kid, I came up with this little crossover, like, okay, what if all the Pokemon characters were Power Rangers, and I had Brock be the Black Ranger? And it's like, okay, and I had that in some old fan fiction, and then, sure enough, when the English dub comes out of Pokemon Origins, who plays Brock? Johnny Young Bosch, the Black Ranger. I predicted this.
He did.
I'm like Nostradamus, but hold on. We're going to look for Moustradamus in a second, because there's a little piece of cheese, and if you use your Game Boy to look at it... No! Get over here!
Yeah, so...
Look at all that!
When our con comes here, hopefully we've gotten, like, the vaccinations and stuff, and it's safer to go.
Yep.
If Johnny is still here, I will make him a Boulder Badge. I haven't made it yet, but I will. Now I can make, like, a Boulder Badge in just a matter of, like, minutes. So that's why I haven't made it yet. But I will. It doesn't really look like I don't really like the pattern for the Boulder Badge, though, so I might try and find another one.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
It didn't really look like the Boulder Badge to me. If you really look at it and you know what you're looking at, you're like, okay, yeah, I can see it. But I want to make one that looks more like the Boulder Badge.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard, because the Boulder Badge, when you see it on TV, it looks more 3D. And, I mean, you can't do 3D perler beads.
Flash.
I mean, you can't. I mean, I guess you can if you put, like, multiple together.
Speaking of perler beads, I have to collect some pearls as I try to get these super gallery ghosts.
So I plan on doing that. I've never made anything for a celebrity before. I draw sometimes. Like, I'll draw, like, let's say, who have I drawn and gotten signed? I remember I got Gurr. I drew Gurr when the dude who played...
Richard Horvitz?
Yeah, I wanted to get him signed, but the dude wouldn't sign him. He was kind of a jerk. I was kind of disappointed about that.
Oh yeah, that's Alpha too. So, Alpha, you're a jerk. I'm just kidding. I've never met him. I don't know him from Adam.
He was a letdown. Cause I was so excited. I'm like, I do Gurr, and he wouldn't sign it, and I was like, boo. And we've met Ash Ketchum.
She did that free.
Yeah, and that was like the first time that I had gone to Pensacon, and Kai was getting ready to go, and I was like, I'm not going, and I was like, you know what, I do want to go, so I drew just Ash's face and colored it in probably about like 20 minutes, and the voice actress, she was like really impressed with it, and I told her, I'm like, I really wanted you to sign it, but I didn't bring any money with me. I wasn't really planning on coming today. And then she signed it for free.
And I
was like, oh, to the MG.
That's
and
awesome.
And then that's what started, like, whenever a voice actor that I liked, who played a character that I liked, would come to our con, I would draw one of their things. Usually I had to practice it a couple of times to make sure it was decent.
Yeah. I've been being a creeper for about a minute now. I'm watching this ghost do her hair.
Yeah, you're a creeper.
But I gotta look into her heart to see what she wants. So all these ghosts escape from paintings, and I gotta find a way to make sure, like I had to wait for the first ghost I scooped up. His name, of course, was Neville, and I gotta find a way to get her to be distracted.
I guess you could always show her my drawing of Kuwabara.
Or show her the drawing where you do Ash pretty much as looking like Mighty Mouse.
That's what... So...
Nah, hey, I want to tell a story.
Well, then you tell it.
Okay, so I was in my Power Ranger phase, and I'm saying, Kyra, I'd like you to draw Ash Ketchum as the Red Rat. No! Oh, thank goodness I avoided that poison mushroom. But I wanted her to draw Ash Ketchum for me. And there's that toad. Hi.
As the Red Ranger, but he said he wanted some things changed.
Yeah, I wanted him to basically have Rocky from Season 2's haircut. Like, I wanted Ash to have like a more kind of an older guy haircut. And she was not... Kyra did not take the direction well, and she just drew Ash with, like... I'll have to find the picture at some point. But just, he had like this facial expression like he was the most excited Mighty Mouse cosplayer ever. He's like, yeah! Just he had like the doofiest smile on his face.
I copied it from like an actual picture of Ash. But I also changed up his hair a little bit. But, you know, Kai doesn't realize how hard Rocky's hair is, and he didn't exactly give me a direction on that one. If I would have known that I was doing Rocky's hair, maybe I would have gone and looked at a picture of Rocky DeSantos' hair.
Yeah.
Back then. Which you didn't say.
Yeah, this was back when you didn't care about Power Rangers. You're like, oh, whatever.
But Kai was not appreciative.
I was laughing.
In the slightest of my hard work.
Wait a minute, something happened. Why is it... Okay.
Don't forget to save.
Well, yeah, because it's not showing the gold that I have. Oh, because you don't see that. Well, right now, I'm going to fight the boss character.
You missed my reference, as usual.
Oh, damn it. What?
It's a reference from Power Rangers.
Say it again.
Don't forget to save.
Okay.
It's when they're basically learning how to use computers, and Bulk is like doing some research on the computer for something. I forgot exactly what. Probably trying to figure out who the Power Rangers are or something.
He's looking up babes.
And then they're getting off the computer, and Skull goes, "Don't forget to save." And you know, Bulk wasn't even working on like a paper or anything, so he just taps a bunch of keys on the computer and then hits one last one at the end, like he's saving. It's hilarious.
Well, I just rocked the baby.
It's the episode where a computer virus gets sent out and they have to bring that guy, like what is his name, like Richard or something, in to help them stop the virus. And that's when we learn about how computer viruses can get into your computer and steal your information and possibly even take over the world.
Yeah, so that's how Vengeance was created. Whoa! What just... Uh-oh. Well, as you say... Well, I need a new diaper. Baby did a bad thing.
That's a creepy child.
I'm scared.
That's not the child that I'm used to seeing.
Oh.
It looks like a mix between like dill pickles and like Casper.
Well, both of them are as equally worthless. Oh no! Don't get hit by the ball.
I need to show you the Casper movie this Halloween.
Watch this. Sorry, baby. You gotta be putting the time out. Oh.
Well, you got him over halfway. He's down to 40-something. Yeah, it's like dill pickles mixed with like Gengar.
Gengar. Oh, I can do all those ghost noises too. What is he? Gengar. Don. But I think the easiest one I can do is Ghastly. Here, let me try it. Oh, whoa, I cracked.
Yeah, that one was not good. That one was better.
Okay, so I gotta watch out. I think for the boss ghost...
This isn't the boss ghost?
This is a boss... Dang it!
You got hit by a ball.
It's okay.
41.
He's going down. There you go. Okay, so... With the smaller portrait ghosts, like the non-boss characters, you have to get more pearls or bigger pearls, you have to suck them up like in one go. Like, the more HP you can drain, the better ranking you'll get, because everything you get gets converted to cash. But with the boss ghosts, it matters with how much health you get out with. So I think if you get like 90
so
and above.
I guess you could say that was Boss Baby.
And I got a heart key. I got the key to someone's heart. Hopefully it's yours.
No.
But... So I have to come back to the lab. So I guess I gotta go to the containment grid from the Ghostbusters, except hopefully it doesn't break down when one jerk tries to turn it off. Ghost Portrificationizer.
That's just too big of a word.
Well, it turns ghosts into paintings, which... What did the ghosts do, though, that was so bad? I'm actually questioning what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, you gotta, like, exercise this place, because you don't want ghosts in your mansion.
Yeah, but then again, they weren't doing anything to anybody.
You want to live with ghosts?
I don't even know if I want to live in this place, but the ghosts are invisible. So we need to... Oh, Lord, this is terrible! Oh, but I've got a golden frame for Chauncey, a golden frame for Neville, and a golden frame for Lydia. So you get gold, silver, and bronze frames.
And I mean, they were haunting the mansion.
Well, hopefully they weren't like...
This is the haunted mansion.
You didn't even make one Neville joke. I'm impressed.
I was too busy telling stories.
You
caught a total of 3 whole ghosts.
But I caught a bunch more smaller ghosts and got a lot of treasure.
What about Boss Baby? He wasn't up there. You got him.
Yeah, well, so far I have a total of $6,700,000.
That's a good payday for me. I'll take that. But I never have to exercise another ghost again.
Well, I'm not going to go anywhere right now. I could go to the gallery, but I think we can just call this one a day right now.
And Luigi just scratched his butt. See, look, he scratched his butt.
He scratched his leg.
He scratched his butt.
And he's tapping his foot. Can you blame him? He just saw a haunted house, and he vacuumed up the spirits inside. I think we can forgive Luigi if he has to alleviate the discomfort of his posterior. But we'll do that next time in the control room.
Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter for more content.
Good night, everybody.